What up, everybody? John here again, metalaviation.com. We're going to go over the DX6i transmitter and why I recommend it as the first transmitter. So let's get right to it. The DX6i. I really like this transmitter a lot. I've had FM transmitters, I've had, other Spectrum transmitters. I think this really is the best way to go for a beginner if you know you're going to be into it for a little bit. If you just are starting out and you want to get something just to get out there and fly and check it out and see if you like the hobby because you're not sure. You see guys flying planes, it looks like it's cool, but you're not sure you really are dead set on it. This hobby is a money pit. You will spend a lot of money in this hobby if you don't get pointed in the right direction right off the top. And that's one of the key things I'm trying to do here with this site, is to get you going, not to break you, but to get into it and have fun. Then you can decide how much money you want to put into it. So if you're on the fence there and you just want to give it a shot, I suggest getting something like Horizon Hobbies Super Cub LP ready to fly kit. It's got the transmitter, plane, battery, everything you need to fly. That is what I recommend if you're on the fence and really on a budget, is to get that kit and start with that. Now, if you've been flying with some guys, your buddy flies and you go to the field with him and you really are ready to make the jump and you know you love it, like it, whatever, the DX6i is your best bang for the buck. This is going to be about 150 bucks without a receiver. I think 200 with a receiver. You might be able to find it cheaper, whatever. I wouldn't buy one off Craigslist because you never know. It may have been dropped or who knows what could be wrong with it. If you know a guy at the field that has one who upgraded, you know it's a good radio, sure, go ahead and buy a used one, but just watch on anything used with electronics. You could end up just throwing your money in the garbage. The main thing I like with this radio is its 2.4 gigahertz technology. I had all FM. When the 2.4 finally made its way over to Model Aviation, I went ahead and jumped on it because some of my radios were getting old. They worked good, but I was getting some glitches and, the stuff was just kind of getting old. And I got tired of turning my transmitter on and then just panicking that maybe I turned it on while someone else was flying on that channel. With FM receivers and transmitters, you would buy a matched pair, transmitter, receiver on a certain channel. So if you were on channel 52 and you went to the flight field and someone was flying on 52 and you turn yours on, you're going to clash with that signal and he's going to crash his plane. Also, if you got 5 guys on channel 52 and it's a nice day and everybody wants to fly, you got to wait your turn. So as soon as this was available, I grabbed it. I converted everything to 2.4. Do not regret it at all. My one regret is that I bought a DX5e. Not a bad transmitter, but it can't do what this one can do. Number 2, it's got 10 model memory. That's the second biggest thing for me. I can put 10 models in different memory slots on this. So I can jump from plane to plane without having to reset everything. And even if you only have one receiver, if you have just this transmitter and the receiver that comes with it, you can move that receiver from plane to plane. As a matter of fact, right over here here's a receiver. I put Velcro in the back of all my receivers, and the receiver video shows this as well. And where this receiver goes in the plane, there's the other piece of Velcro. I just Velcro it right to it. If I want to fly another plane at the field and I do have to switch receivers, I can pull this receiver out, unplug it, Velcro it right back into the other plane, plug everything in, switch over to that model setup in the memory, and boom, start flying. It takes about 2-3 minutes to swap it out. And I love that. I love being able to use one transmitter for multiple planes. It also has advanced features. I have this F-16 right here, and this uses elevons, which these two back elevators go up and down, but they also independently go the opposite ways to steer the plane. There's no ailerons on this plane. You can do all that control surface mixing right with this radio, the computer radio. So that's another advantage to it. It has all the advanced mixing features that you need to set up almost any type of plane combination with control surface combination. It has channels for landing gear, for flaps. You got buttons for that. You have dual rates. So you have a decent amount of buttons to do some more advanced maneuvers. It has the training system, where it has a trainer button. You plug your trainer cable from here into another 6i, a 5e, a 7, 8, and you hold this button down. The guy learning can control the plane. He loses control, is about to crash, you let go of it, take it over. So you can use that to teach your buddy how to fly, or if you're new into it, you can take this to the club and someone there's probably got a receiver that you can plug into and they can teach you. So it really has excellent functions. It can do a lot of different things, and it's something you can grow with. You may not use any of these extra options when you first start out. But then once you learn more and start getting into the hobby, you're going to want to start doing more advanced things and setups with your planes. So those advanced setups can easily be done on the 6i. For the price, I think it's a great transmitter, and I highly recommend it. Unless you're just getting into it and you're not sure, then go ahead and buy yourself the Super Cub LP kit for $170 and go from there. So DX6i, highly recommended for a starter transmitter. Later.